everyone, welcome to the last video in this little series of 3 from the title page of Magical Worlds by Johanna Basford, and we have the central moth to do today. Now, as I said before, I'm going to use some of the same colours as these and then some different colours as well. So this one's going to have more green rather than brown, but I figured that I would do the body actually in the same colours as these two, just to tie them together a little bit and then go from there really. So I'm going to start with that light beige that we used. I think I will come in a little closer. We'll worry about these bits. Hopefully I'll remember to oh, there we go. Hopefully I'll remember to zoom out so you can see or move the book or something. So the very top part is this colour. Now I don't know if these two are supposed to be eyes. I think that might be how I do them. So I'm going to colour this in as if it's a sort of circuit a bit. So a bit more intensely on the outside like that. Then this bit, maybe trying to make it dark in that corner by layering over, and then a little bit lighter towards this edge. Then we can start these a little bit easier, knowing what to do, to just lighten it towards the centre like we did with the others. If you didn't join me for the other two, you can go back and watch them afterwards and colour along if you wish. The videos are all there. There we go, so a little bit lighter in the centre. Okay, and then the, oops, just trying to grab it, this one is called beige. This for me is not a beige colour at all, but it works for what I want. But I was thinking beige is slightly yellower than this. Not yellow, but not so grey, if that makes sense. But I guess it's all open to interpretation. Again here I'm trying to put down, rather like this one, a bit more at the base here. And here I think I'm going to be darker here, and then just lighten it round to there. Again, these will be like these, so darker here and less towards the centre. Go. Now those little bits that I think are eyes, I tend to do them in black. So that's what we're going to do. Now these pencils, they're Caran d'Ache Pablos. They come with two blacks, a black and an ivory black. It's interesting. Actually got the Holbeins come with two blacks as well. The ivory black for me actually looks a little bit more intense, for want of a better word, than the regular black. Now I'm just trying to decide how to do this. I think I'm going to use the brown greys for some of these lines. So I'm still going to use all these colours. So this is the brownish beige, and I'm going to use it for this top line. Sorry, I didn't hold that there for very long, but I just assumed you couldn't see it. It's so hard to see. So brownish beige across here. I sort of, oh, it's my piece of paper that's under my page is curling up and rubbing on the table. That's what that horrible noise is. I think actually I want this quite dark. So I'm just going to intensify it all the way along. Good words, good pronunciations today. I haven't even been talking that much yet today. I suppose I nattered to my husband when we were out this morning. It was quite a quiet lunch. Nobody talked very much. I don't think we're tired. I think we're just busy with our own thoughts, if that makes sense. Okay, I think our next one is the cocoa. Yeah. and I'm going to do these lines down here. But notice how they're drawn in a little loop. I'm going to colour them thinking about that, so making them more intense on the end and then lightening it to the centre a little bit. I still want some colour in the centre, but just a bit less. I'm just going to sharpen this to make my life a bit easier. There we go. I'm actually using my Tagal sharpener. I really like it for slightly softer pencils. Well, I haven't tried it on all my pencils. It's lovely for Prismas, I have to say. I really liked it for those. I was using that last night, and it works very well on the Holbeins, which is what it came with. I haven't tried them with any other sharpener, to be fair. And I'm not sure what else I've tried it with, but I've been liking it a lot. But I think I said in a previous video, I'm not sure whether it's just because the blade is really sharp, so it's really nice, or whether it's just a nice sharpener. Some of you might be saying, wow, sharpener, it's just a sharpener. Well, I did do a little video, which would have gone out a little while ago, about sharpeners. It's a bit nerdy, my nerdy take on sharpeners. This is bistre. I'm going to use the bistre on the eyes, but just like it was basically, here are my sharpeners, here's what I think of them, here's what type of sharpener I think you should use for what job, because not all sharpeners are the same. Last sort of grey brown colour, is our sepia. Oh, can you see that? I'm going to use it for this. This is quite a big area. We're going to do it in the same way as we did these. So a little darker here and then less towards the middle. Thinking about the fact that I've got to decide when to do my completed pages video. It's always quite difficult because I record so far in advance. It's always a tricky decision. When am I going to do it? Record it. I tend to leave a little gap for it and have to pop it in. And this video is probably going out at the beginning of March, I'm guessing, but I've left a gap for the 27th of February for the video, which I haven't made yet, and it's actually only the 15th of February, but I usually, as I say, make it a bit in advance, so it isn't completely true. So when it says it's my pages from Feb or whatever, it's actually normally my pages from the end of January, beginning of Feb sort of thing, but I don't think that matters. It's just nice to show you what I've been up to. Olive black, and I think people seem to really like the video, so that's good. I think sometimes it's just nice to see what people have been up to. So I'm trying to go darker at this edge where these lines have been drawn, and then slowly fade it towards this sort of pointy bit. Do the same on all of them. Yeah, I guess I could put my video out later in the month, but I think everyone tends to know that these videos are coming out at month end, and that's when they tend to look for them. So I think it might be a bit confusing if I left it. So I try and just do it a little bit early. We'll see. I won't be doing it today, that's for sure. Once I've done this video, I've got some colouring lined up. I've started a bit in Rita Berman's Europa, and I did some of the, it has got sky and stuff in it, this particular page, and I started that with my Prismacolors, but it looks a bit scruffy. This is olive grey and there's some details. So what I've decided that I want to do, I think I'm just going to do these wing ends. I'm going to use this technique again. What I decide I'm going to do is stop with the Prismas and move to polychromos and get some details in. So I'm just not quite happy with how it's looking at the minute. But the what I've done in Prisma will be fine. I just might go over it and put in a bit more shading and use those polys for those detailed bits of the page. I find the pencils work really well together. Some people don't think they would because one's obviously soft and one's hard, but I find they work fine. You have to remember that they don't always work using the same technique. I find that soft pencils can work very well with the technique I use for hard pencils. So gentle layering works for any type of pencil, but with soft pencils you can just go down really hard and make a big smushy pile. You can't do that with hard pencils, you have to layer them. But, so you can layer soft ones. But I did find it took me a long time to learn quite how to use them. I think I used the olive black for both of the antennae on the other two, so I think I need to just grab that again and do that bit. There we go. So those leaves, so the olive black just for these leaves, making them darker at the bottom than the top. And then I can hear it raining really heavily. Then I'm going to grab some slightly lighter olives. I think let's have a little look at what we've got. I'm tempted to go for the light olive. It's going to brighten up this no end. So here it is, light olive, and I'm going to do these large areas here. I'm going to make it dark here and then just reduce it to the ends like that. So it's much more intense at this end. Oh, such a pretty colour. And the idea is to just brighten the whole thing up with this. I just realised that I put white dots on my very first butterfly and then I didn't do them on the second one. I'm going to have to do somewhere else. It's going to look really odd. I knew I'd missed something. I kept thinking something's missing, but we'll do it together in a bit. I just moved my white pen closer so I don't forget. I know myself too well. Usually, of course, if I wasn't recording this, I would colour the whole lot and then do the pen, because it is so much easier, I think, to leave it all till last and do it in one go. Then you don't risk smudging it, especially here where, although that one's fine because it's my hand's this side. If I'd done this one that's down here that you can't see, I would have had my hand all over it in this video, although I did take a little break so it may have dried okay. But I'm really enjoying this book. I'm almost halfway. I did wonder whether to do a little flip through what I'd done so far when I got halfway. I'm not sure though. I usually do that with my books. It's a very easy video for me, but actually I've been forgetting to note down what pencils I've been using on each page, so I'd have to go and find that out. But I'm sure I could manage that. Right, so there's that. It looks quite brown in the camera. Might be the way I've put the light in the camera though. That's light olive, isn't it? Right, I'm going to grab the olive yellow for my next one. Olive yellow. Oh, that shows up. How did I get that one to show up? I couldn't get the others to. And I'm going to do the same thing again with this wing. But we can see a subtle difference in colour. I can anyway. And then I've got to decide what I'm doing with the rest. Now this doesn't actually look very much like the Lunar moth. If you look one up, you'll see it's almost a more minty greeny colour, but I just love olives, so I'm going to do actually the olive for this bottom part. Oops, I'm trying to get it out with the pencil case, it's challenging me. Olive. I don't know whether to do them like this, and then I did these differently. I think I will colour so that it's, just sharpen it, darker at the top. So darker here, so more layers here, and then less as we go down there. It is actually drawn as if it's supposed to make it darker at the bottom, but I don't know. I just thought this way made sense in my head. But it's up to you. You can always change it up. But you can always do these more like these and these if you want to. You can hear our boiler kicking and heating must be coming on. It's weird because one of my sons kept saying, is it cold today? I actually found it quite warm. But I have been doing the cleaning and stuff, so I guess that keeps you warm, moving around, vacuuming and cleaning bathrooms and things, up and down the stairs. Keeps you warm, doesn't it? There we go. I don't know what else I'm doing this weekend. I haven't really planned very much. I think there's quite a few pictures I want to get done. I'm going to go up here and do this little bit. I'm quite keen to do it quite light, so I'm just going to sharpen my olive yellow. And hopefully it will show up well enough. I think it will. Olive yellow. I shall do the little bit at the bottom slightly darker. Any guesses? Light olive. I think I'm going to make it darker here and then fade it slightly this way, and the same here, like that. Now we need to do our white dots. I'm going to do this one first, then this one, or else I'll smudge it. So I'm going to come right out so we can see. We don't actually need to see the tail. I'm not going to be doing dots on there. So I think on this one, I'm going to put some on these areas here. Like that. And there. I think that might be enough. I'm tempted to do some on the eyes, but I don't think so. Oh, we haven't done our black bit on the body. Hang on, let's just do that before we... Oops. Just trying to stand my pen upside down so that the paint keeps slowing downwards. So I'm going to use this black just to darken the body again like we did on the other, so just a touch on the edge. Hopefully you can see that little bit of a difference. There we go, so I need the tiniest bit. And now we'll do our dots on this one. Not sure where to go on this one. I think we might just do them here. And maybe a few here. That looks quite pretty around there. Make that one a bit bigger so it matches. There we go. I think I'm going to make that too. Let's bring them all into shot now so you can see them all. There we go. There are 3 butterflies. I hope you've enjoyed that one. I did. As I say, the colours are a little bit different. They're not very butterfly. Obviously they are moths. I did just say they were butterflies. They're not. But I tried something a bit different. If you know, you can copy that or go bright. It's up to you. And there are other butterflies in the book or moths that I have fancied having a go at, maybe on video, and they will be much very different to these. But I just wanted to have a go. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day and happy colouring.